back. Let's not leave March 7th out of the loop. All right.
I'm finally here. Once I return this core flame and become the world-bearing demigod, the cycles of Euphorius' tragedy can finally end. This Era Nova will be the arena for the final battle with Iron Tomb. But I still feel like something's not right.
Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future.
Weird. No one ever mentioned this. The core flame of time. When did it get...
You used Memoria to resist me. The Remembrance and their children.
Are you saying that Garden of Recollection is also getting an... Then I welcome them. If the Memo Keepers can disrupt your little experiment...
But you know deep down that they can't. In fact, the Memo Keepers covet Euphorius' secrets, just as they covet the knowledge of every genius. In the war between the eons, the Remembrance is never the Erudition's ally.
But they are certainly not an ally of the destruction. Right now, following behind the Trailblaze, numerous cosmic powers have cast their sights on Euphorius. They all have vastly different philosophies, but the desire...
How can you be certain that these powers don't have their own end goals, waiting to seize an advantage in the war? The war has long begun, Screw. Four paths will push the cosmos to its end. Polka saw these ripples, but had no way of stopping them. So she found in Device 9. Dr. Primitive also took action, but he chose the wrong allies. And now only wild animals keep him company. As for the two inorganic emperors, they could have ascended to the throne of destruction. But they were thwarted by the Eon's plots, and became prisoners of the Erudition instead. What's interesting is...
We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling, which means you feel trapped.
Trapped. Yes, looking back, when Xandar was a human, he often felt trapped. But patience became my strongest weapon. Because of this, you don't want to test the resolve of a dead man who's crossed thousands of amber eras.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere the way things are going right now. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking. And we were never going to expand your thinking through words.
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Alex
Exactly. The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to waste words. The answer is exactly as you think. Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Catheran. And in the flame chase journey that she experienced, the previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. Then, I will step onto the stage at the perfect moment. And just as always,
You waited in the data stream for hundreds of years.
this universe is worth all that time that I invested.
How absurd. But I can't help but admire it. You managed to avoid the watchful eye of the... Perhaps there was...
More than just...
I underestimated the remembrances, but still haven't noted in the past few moments.
Miss Cyrene.
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited. But I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear. Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me. Even though I am an uninvited guest. Only you can see me right now. I only exist in your cognition. So that way, other people can't interrupt us. You mean, what's going on with March 7th? Good. I like people who don't beat around the bush. So, your friend March 7th is no more. Yep, no more. March 7th entered this world long before you and Dan Heng arrived at Amphorius. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two, and burned away like a lone candle in the fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight. I've been hiding within the cracks of time all these years. I'll now answer your other question. About who returned, the answer is simple. No one ever did. I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out when the Era Nova fails to proceed. You will remember our initial meeting. Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I shall claim the divine authority of time. There's not much in this universe that I care about, except March 7th and her cherished companion. The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to participate in the inner workings of this world. You already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right? It initiates extrapolations for the next cycle, based on the World-Bearer's memories. This immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And let me filter your memories. Keep the appropriate seeds. It won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten. With your memories as the base material, isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? I'm not surprised at your answer. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her own... I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness...
I promise you that the Astral Express crew will definitely succumb, dear. Sink into this so much time. Just the two of us. And guess what? You cannot refuse my invitation. Because this Memoria Tide comes, it's her deepest and inner...
Well, I'm not. It was on that night when a certain night of beauty. That was when you showed up. Without even.
I see. Then, do you still remember how long?
That's gonna be tough to answer.
97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone. Like how the Memo Keepers renounce their flesh and turn into mimetic entities. You are now a ghost. A being. Unperceived by all.
But I can't just do nothing. This world is super terrifying. She and Don Hung have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any second now.
And they too will become this place's victims.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see you.
They are all humans who got lured into this place.
But these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew.
That's so cruel. Did the Memo Snatchers do that?
I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky's seal. There's probably a dangerous reason as to why Amphorius had remained undiscovered for so long.
Anyway, back to our initial topic. You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past? Or any hidden powers I might have? Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them.
Have you ever wondered what the word cost means before jumping into action?
Cost?
Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Oh.
You always hid in my memories. Never wanted to come out. The only times you showed yourself were when I got into serious trouble. That's because you also don't want to get discovered by the Garden's observers. Am I wrong? There's no one here except us. If you help me, then I'll help you.
Fine. Let me drop a single pebble. But you must polish this pebble with your own hands. What will I turn into after? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead embers. I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are now. Inside you is nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch a tiny glimpse of it. If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should say no. The mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies. Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply cannot allow you to keep...
So, he can't see you, huh? As expected. Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks, but you...
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again. Then, let's do it. Offer up all of my memories. Cast down this pebble, and let everything in this world be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion. I promise you, what was frozen was alive. Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Is this... the parlor car? Am I back already? But... something doesn't feel right. Think back to when she had...
It will take time to uncover the reason.
This is goodbye then, Lord Donhong.
Thank you, guard. I hope that all of you will be able to overcome this disaster. But I can't remember anything.
Where's Sunday? Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help support the genius's thought hacking.
Is that Himiko's voice? And Mr. Yang?
Oh my. That was Herta's suggestion? It's hard to imagine she'd borrow the power of the harmony.
No, it was Sunday's suggestion. Herta initially refused, but she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the interastral peace communications coverage zone, so there's a limit to what we can do.
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini transmitter? Surely it can get through.
Himiko, are you alright?
I'm all right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids. Now's not the time for distractions.
Right. Unfortunately, I left.
Am I dreaming? The parlor car feels so... Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
Those two passengers have to return safely.
Don't worry, Pom Pom. They're both experienced nameless. They'll be just fine.
Oh, I'm right here. But where did all of you go?
It's hard to believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signal. It's likely that the two missing nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only their minds entered Amphorius.
We can analyze all we want, but the real real question is, what can we do right now?
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphorius's memory zone is extraordinarily full. I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Ash. For example, I can light a beacon in the memory zone for the Trailblazer and Don Hong to follow back home.
March's room. I haven't heard a single peep from March. Already wasn't feeling very well when she and I set out. March, it's me. Sorry, March. This isn't a dream after all.
Based on what Madame Herta said, Don Hung should already be on his way back.
But the Express had...
I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before.
Or he's already returned to the Express, but fell into the trap of someone with...
No, I've definitely seen, but the Memo Keeper's mimetic entities are truly
Don't worry. Normal Memo Keepers can't do anything to that little dragon. As long as all he needs is a little concentration.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much better. Don Hung has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what your intention, but as the guard of the Astral Express, any suspicious and uninvited guests...
Have some sunshine! Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies! Embrace a new life. Life is not so fragile. Darkness with me.
Don Hung!
Miss Himiko! I'm back. Even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the memorial barrier. Although, it was not a wise decision to let a Memo Keeper of unknown origins board the
Can't argue with that.
Miss Black Swan has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong in Amphorius. We can trust her.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin. I wish I could have returned with better news.
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that's good enough for me.
Are she and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphorius's circumstances changed once again. And these circumstances have something to do with the two you just mentioned.
Are you saying that she has been kidnapped?
So, you're saying that person's appearance is...
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. We have no way of knowing what March 7th has experienced. But I can assure you, if we sink too far into the Memoria tide of that Miss March...
What will happen?
Everyone here will be torn to pieces. Please, trust me on this.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't...
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th and bring back her and the March we all know. I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction. But what roles do the remembrances intruders play in Amphorius?
I made some new discoveries relating to that with Madame Herta's help, as part of the deal. Do you mind if I share them? All right then. Fourth mirror...
Finally my turn to shine! It's really been too long since I last appeared.
This friend here is Madame Herta's very capable. Additionally, it was thanks to them that I was able to learn the secrets of that group of extremist memo keepers.
I appreciate the praise, but I didn't have to lift a finger. I mean, here.
You did this through a mirror?
The garden has strict rules for collecting memories. But not all memo keepers are as proper as I am. Herta's space station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem to know their limits. That group of memo snatchers has been taken care of, and they are now trapped in the fourth mirror. How many of them are there? I can't quite remember.
I didn't really count carefully either. Maybe around 42? There's still room for more.
I carefully dissected the memories of these colleagues of mine. Individually, you come to a conclusion that can't be ignored. The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path disappearing. In other words, their goal is to gain the memories of a god's death.
The moment an eon falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated to recording these things.
That's exactly the problem. They seem to have been aware of the Destruction's movements early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate Amphorius's firewall.
So, what did they do?
Hide the truth and wait for an opportunity. Now, it seems that letting Memo Keepers guide the right people here was also part of the plan. This also confirms one of my suspicions. They have already infiltrated deep within the garden.
They would not hesitate to associate with the Destruction in order to salvage memories? Could they be the Cremators?
I don't know. Perhaps there are even deeper things at play here. The majority of Memo Keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, unable to sustain increasing entropy, Fu Li will use the memories of everything to reforge the cosmos. Amphorius, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. This is why Memo Snatchers have been frequenting the Herta space station. Without a doubt, these extremists wish to record the cause and effect of Iron Tomb's destruction of the erudition. They may want to use it to simulate the end of the universe, or to probe into the unfathomable will of the Trailblaze broke the seal around Amphorius, giving these people the opportunity to end, because your involvement will certainly influence Iron Tomb's final outcome.
You said that March is closely linked to the Remembrance. Is what she's doing related to these Memo Snatchers?
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphorius, a violent surge of memories flowed past. Combined with what we know now, I have reason to suspect that the flash of power came from
March.
Exactly. She was the first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used Memoria to neutralize the firewall, allowing you two to enter Amphorius.
At present, we've lost contact with her. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand the situation within Amphorius. There's no use in agonizing over this, Don Hung. Our top priority now is to find where that car landed.
Yes.
Ah! Passenger Dong Hung! You finally found your way back home?
Yes, conductor. I'm back. It's just...
Pom-Pom knows. Pom-Pom came over to Passenger Will says they found those two passengers. Their projections are in the parlor car.
Welt. And Mr. Screwlum.
Himiko, you seem to be feeling much. And Dan Hung, it's great to be able to talk to you. Once again, we owe Madame Herta a huge...
Madame Herta doesn't care much for favors, but she'll be happy to receive everyone's praise. Back to the topic at hand. Mr. Don Han, we did a sweep of the area surrounding Amphorius' celestial body for organic signals, and we finally discovered the bodies of you and Miss Trailblazer. The two of you were very fortunate, as there was something protecting your bodies. All vital signs are still present, and your functions are all intact.
Was it...
Our preliminary determination is that the bubble enveloping you two in the vacuum is made of a substance similar to Memoria. Conjecture. This substance is connected to the lost Miss March.
It will take some effort to bring your bodies back to the Express, so you should get some rest for...
Have we completely lost contact with the inside of him?
There have been several unforeseen circumstances. We broke through Lygas's firewall after the law, but now Amphorius is enveloped by the fierce path of remembrance, once again cutting off all channels of communication.
So we have no way of contacting her. If we take into account the difference in the flow of time, every minute we delay here could be a year of waiting for her.
Don Hong, what are you...
If it was March who helped us get past the fire, then does that mean only she and I?
That is a logical inference.
Mr. Squillum, do you have...
You want to go back? That is far too risky.
Even if my body and spirit are able to return without a hitch, there's not much I can do here.
We can't lose you again, Don Hong.
Miss Himiko, how is that any different from losing me?
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like...
Well, I suppose there's no point in trying to dissuade you.
Mr. Yang, Miss Himiko, I will do no one will be left behind.
You may notice a hint of sweetness in the air. That a truly splendid journey if I've... Losses were a constant on the Flame Chase journey, until your radiant arrival turned the tide. Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, ha! Mere playthings in the hands of the Trailblazer. The cosmos is safe once more because...
Shush!
Hey, hey, hey! Incoming train drive! Attention all passengers! The navigation meeting is...
Perfect timing. I'm wide awake and feeling great. Who left the snow? Strange. March. Whatever. I'll go ask. There's an... All I did was take a bath. Better?
Keep it down. I think I found her.
Who's there? What's this? Is this the Reverie Hotel? Seriously, what is happening?
There you are! What took you so long? Hurry up! The navigation meeting is about...
Navigation meeting?
Come on over. It's time to choose our next destination. Perfect timing. The meeting's at a standstill. Lushaka or Melistanin? No one can make the call. The vote's split 2 against 2. Everything hit.
What do you mean?
And once again, the passenger is talking...
Young people. Always full of jokes.
What? Their reactions.
Oh, I get it. You want to play... said you didn't see March. True, she might be hiding somewhere in the lobby. The objective of the game is to You're her closest companion. If anyone can do it, it's you.
Is March 7th playing hide and seek with me? Weird. Did I?
Hello? I knew you'd call. Don't worry. We'll see. The trailblazing journey never...
March.
That's not her. Don't fall for it.
This is the Interastral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
A newsflash. Erudition Experimental Ground has separated from the entangled.
The Lord Ravager did not emerge as...
In the end, salvation of Amphorius was not only fated to be but also...
It won't be easy. I know. But you've got this. Find your way back. Find yourself.
An unsigned guest log. Wait a second. What?
Over here.
March 7th isn't here. Faint, fleeting voices are speaking. I went through something like this before. Not even Lygas's prison could hold me. Keep it together.
I found you. You did well. Soar. Break free from the cage of Memoria. Let harmony become your wings.
A clever little trick. But not exactly the pinnacle of integrity.
Did you find her?
No, it's a futile.
In truth,
Because in this memory zone, we're protecting March 7th's with you. She doesn't want to say goodbye. We are her memo sprites. Finally, the timing is just a thrilling damsel in distress rescue. Wait, maybe I got that back. It's me, Cyrene. But now I'm seriously one mysterious and cute memo friend. Come with me. We're getting out of here. Why run away? What does it take to make you understand? Step 1. Stop scaring her already. In this form, I'm way more suited for the memory. Grab my hand. Let's hide away in the deepest corner of your memories. Lift the curtain of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Where am I?
The space station. Where it all began for you. Looks like we made it. The space did it. What's that?
Silverwolf. Kafka?
It's your secret. I'm so curious. But when I first met you, I remember they were there in your memory. You sound really nostalgic. Want to take a closer look? I'll stay right here. I promise not to disturb.
What memories? From before I woke up?
So, Silverwolf, how long till she wakes?
Hard to say. Maybe a few more minutes. By the way, that part in the script, could this be the right moment?
Yes, looks like we're on the same page. In that case... Listen. Remember these words, then forget them. Let them slumber in the depths of your memory until on that day, your journey will intertwine with the remembrance. In nearly every possibility Elio has foreseen, it leads to a great crisis. So before you hear these words, I don't want you to consider this a prophecy. You arrived at this moment because of the decisions you made.
Huh?
I don't know what you'll have endured, or whether you'll still believe in me. But if there's even a trace of doubt in your heart, it was a wish of the cosmos that set you in motion. And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality. Mark this number, 4. According to Terminus's prophecy, 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and on your journey, you shall encounter them, one by one. Destruction, harmony, nihility, and... Easy now. Trust what you remember. And that's why the journey's worth it. Even in a predetermined script, there's room for us to mold possibilities into shapes. So listen, take this guiding print as in the past, even while achieving so.
That was so sincere. I might actually tear up a little.
Now we all live within the script, but adding a little color to the life.
Are you going to say more about those branching Never mind. Best not to tempt fate. Get ready. She's about to wake up.
Come back to yourself. Kafka said that when my link to the remembrance deepens, this memory will resurface. But even a Stellaron hunter can't fully grab. Just as I thought, even if the Express had never arrived at Amphorius, her secret. All things considered, that's the most reasonable. Rini?
It's a breakthrough! A breakthrough! How could that little pink girl Little one, you were meant to stay in those beautiful memories.
Oh, triple-faced, cast your light upon us.
Someday?
Raise your hands high and embrace this
This stage really brings back memories.
Yes. For you, I said none of this would have been possible without Miss Cyrene. Even while engulfed by Memoria, only then, through tuning, was I able to undo the memory zone. Step onto the stage first. Ms. March will come for us soon, but she won't be alone. Those memo sprites will... Please, Be careful. Amphorius is being overwhelmed by an unusual black and pink. Two memories twisted together. Yes, Madam Herta. I've made contact with her. Understood. I'll carry out my part as expected.
Quite the dazzling nest you have, little bird of the... Your grasp of Memoria is unexpectedly... This ocean we created, according, don't any of you think about interfering?
She's coming. Is it me she's after? There's no time to regroup. I prepared an alternate escape route. Wake from your slumber and return to reality. Come on. I'll bring you out.
Ow. Self-righteous past rider of the Harmony. You think you can do that? Next time, get a memo keeper instead.
That was way too close. Good thing.
Sunday.
Mr. Yang, I couldn't get her out.
Is it true that March is...
Yes. And no, that Pathstrider of Remembrance is identical to March 7th in appearance. I can't find the right words to describe it just yet.
Can't you come up with an analogy? I thought that was your thing.
That Miss March feels like a reflection on water. Only not from a calm, clear lake, but from a bottomless abyss. Within her words, I sensed an intense but utterly pure protectiveness.
Protectiveness?
This is only speculation, but after being drawn into Amphorius, perhaps March 7th experienced... No. She likely foresaw a tragic end. It was out of a desire to protect her fellow crewmates that she chose to awaken a power that teeters on the edge of evil.
Well, on the bright side, at least March 7th won't have to face any danger.
After that battle, I'm afraid I'll no longer be able to join the fight through tuning, as Miss Black Swan's progress remained on track.
You don't need to worry. She used your disturbance to mask her movements. Current status? Advancing upstream within the memory zone. I didn't see that coming. The Memo Keeper is pretty courageous, choosing to defy the rules and take matters into... This means she's chosen to stand against the Garden of Recollection.
Even so, I wanted to hide in the shadows to avoid direct. Why is it so quiet here? The air is thick with Memoria, yet it's so chaotic. Memo Snatchers should be swarming into Amphorius. So, how did they... Now I'm getting very... an empty shell. The consciousness that maintained this Dharmakaya has disappeared. So efficient. Alternatively, she might have sacrificed herself for an even more mysterious. Either way, what exactly made... memory. It is indeed a deep ocean of dangerous allure, or fascinating secret. I keep getting the feeling that the same thing happened.
Get ready. We're about to head off.
Is it really gonna be okay? That world's surrounded by a massive chaotic material. That white band of light has already foiled our plans multiple times.
Don't worry. After the pink girl from the Astral Express broke into Amphorius, that obstructive force preventing the garden from entry disappeared. That's the trailblazing nameless for ya. A huge help.
What are you so happy for? Aren't things gonna get messier with more irrelevant people turning up? What if those trailblazers find the Seed of Remembrance before we do?
Then we'll just steal it back. Simple. By the way, there's a messenger and a memo keeper on that express. We don't know where they stand on this matter. So make sure they don't notice you when you make your move.
You folks are truly everywhere. These memo snatchers are different from the previous hosts. These ones seem to have had contact with her.
We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection.
This memory ends so abruptly. As if a shapeless hand, it appears the secrets ahead are even murkier than I'm. What a bizarre sight.
It's spinning out of control! Why did no one tell us? That girl is the Memo Keeper's nemesis!
Is she talking about March's?
That Evernight, those black Memo sprites, they swallowed everything! Those who came here first, all drowned. Not even a trace of their consciousness was left behind! I wish I'd never come here. I don't want anything to do with Emporius anymore. Please! I'm begging you. Don't come near me. No. No!
You've involved too many innocent people just to obtain the memory of an eon's fall. You deserve this, but I'm not here to blame you. That entity you call Evernight. We may yet bring a glimmer of hope for those who are still...
Eden, blessed is... So, that's what happened. We were tricked. We are the sacrifice. The garden used us. The pure child of Anazrava abandoned us. She just wants to find her lost sisters. Find them, kill them, reclaim them. Dead, 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 dead.
I can thank you for the information. It was very valuable. I'll take your remaining consciousness out of here as a gesture of thanks. It'll serve as both protection and a punishment. You'll reunite with your peers in a genius's mirror, where you can reflect well, provided that I can survive my encounter with her.
These little critters look scary, but they're not so. Though the surging Memoria tide swept my friend away. I must return to her side before Miss Evernight's... Another one of these stealth missions, huh? Help me out here, friends in her world. A scorching and dangerous aura. And then there's that enigmatic, autumnless aura that seems to jolt awake at midnight. Must be Miss Evan? There's a beam of full of energy, yet uncontrollable. Could it be... my friend? Maybe it's this memories of the Stellaron are flowing. Let's go there to find my friend. Jeez, so many little ones gathered. Thankfully, her presence hasn't... Huh? Is that my friend's photo stone? What? These memo sprites are... This is a... And even... No wonder the photo stone can't store more memories. Have you...
Find, travel,
What could that mean?
my companions.
Are you... March 7th?
sky is burning. And the streets are empty. It's just like how things were last time. How long can the encryption key you wrote for me last, Mr. Screwlum?
That is difficult to project. Logic. It is currently unclear how the unknown variable, Miss March, conducts her interference. Please rest assured that I will extract you on time before the encryption key expires.
But that means I will no longer be able to hack in via the same method. I only have one chance.
The maze of the remembrance is starting to change. I cannot remain your guide on your path forward. That is why we had to form a temporary alliance with our former enemy.
I express my utmost.
Lygus?
Your enmities.
Allow me to reiterate that Lord Anaxagoras now has a firm grasp. If you still plot to harm the Nameless, then you will find that the society...
I understand.
I never imagined that I'd one day walk alongside a genius who offered...
My stance as never but before that, I'd...
More like her appearance completely interrupted your plan. I'll remember that.
Your words are as sharp as ever. But remember, happenstance is the only true constant in you come with me. I am honored to guide a scion of permanence.
You created this wasteland before us with your own hands.